hope you are doing fine wherever you are. My name is Sophia and welcome back to Sophia Live. So Kenyans have rejected Ndindi Nyoro's apology. This is after he missed a very important parliamentary session on Thursday whereby the MPs were debating and voting on Finance Bill 2026. So the whole of yesterday, the social media was just on fire and people were roasting Ndindi Nyoro, referring to him as a Ruto's mole and all that. So later in the evening, at around 9 p.m., 9 to 10, Ndindi Nyoro took to X to write his apologies. A very long one, but in the comment sections, Kenyans were like, Usitubebe ufala. So this is Ndindi Nyoro's apology. It's very long, but I will read part of it and then I will read some of the reactions from Kenyans in regards to his apologies. So it reads, Wadosi wa Kenya wote, I come in peace and humility. The vote for the finance bill happened yesterday. Disappointingly, I was not in parliament. I traveled out of the country on Wednesday evening for engagements that could not have been postponed. But no explanation should absolve the blame. As for the feedback we have received from all Kenyans, we take it with humility. All the feedback will go a long way in making us better as we discharge our duties in Parliament and outside as we serve the great people of Kenya. We have always been available and forthright in debating both the appropriations bill and the finance bill on the committee and on the floor of the House as a commitment to giving a different and alternative view. This has also been an important platform of informing Kenyans on the things that affect them, the businesses, investment decisions, and the economy in general. This has also been an important platform of informing Kenyans on the things that affect them, the businesses, investments, decisions, and the economy in general. Whereas this is important, we also must acknowledge the fact that Parliament it is in unprecedented phase where both the majority and the minority leadership are on the same side, thereby making it difficult to effectively act as an institution of oversight. That's why we choose to do it both inside and outside. I have taken time to read the feedback from Kenyans, and it is clear that we carry an immense responsibility that we should always live up to. We are glad that together we have achieved many things through debate, talking about them in forums and media, and sharing information. To cite just two, in December, we were able to speak forthrightly about the plan to hike school fees for day secondary schools. The plan was shelved, not by the involvement of Parliament, but by the government, knowing that Kenyans were aware. Earlier this year, we took up to the issue of the 15% of Government of Kenya sale of Safaricom shares. While the majority of numbers prevailed in Parliament, the judiciary sided with our view and money has never changed hands. The sale has never been effected. We have taken it upon ourselves to tabulate, collate, and analyze economic-related information, which we always quietly and gladly share with leaders, both in Parliament and outside, for better oversight and alternative viewpoints. Personal comfort would call for us to be quiet as critical moments. But it is unpatriotic to seek comfort over what is right. As human as we are far from being perfect, and we will always seek to learn from the feedback we receive. Asanteni sana, we are African, and Africa is our business. That is the end of the long apology from Ndindi Nyoro and him trying to explain why he was out of the country, why he didn't participate in the debate and voting and all that. But could there be any very important issue more than that? Okay, so this is what Kenyans are saying. And Grace Wanjiru tells him that in 2024 you voted yes. This year you are out of the country. Really? Why you? Or you didn't want to vote yes like you did before because people could lose trust in you, and at the same time your loyalty to some extent still lies with Ruto. Ike Ojuku says, you are always outside the country whenever there is a vote on important issues. You have failed the masses. I can't believe that after all the noise and interviews went underground, why were you opposing the finance bill if you knew you will not take part in the voting? Mbote tells him that you lost all the goodwill and hope that Kenyans head for you. It is true you will be as useful as Peter Kenneth. Bure kabisa. Githuki tells him you have learned from your master to escape accountability. Ikifika kwa voting, nowhere to be seen. Same Gachagua impeachment. Remember that. And then Mpuzi tells him that Buddha, Stubebe Ufala, you know the business of the house and the schedule. You ain't first time MP, bro. Jidishi, you are a donkey painted to look like zebra. Cross the border and join Kimani Wamachungwa in team praise and worship. That are some of the reactions from Kenyans. And I like that Kenyans have told him the truth. Well, he has been very silent. If you've been, of course, observing his movements here and there, you can tell that Ndindi Nyoro is just trying to pretend to be with Kenyans. I don't know how to explain it or to put it, but to me it is coming out clearly that Ndindi Nyoro is not with us. This is the reality and this is the fact. And it could be better if he just akuje tu like the way Kimani Chungwa are just so open. Nobody is going to beat him. Hakuna mtu atamshikia kiboko. No one is going to do that. He should just do that. Accept the fact that he is a friend with Ruto and is not ready to end that friendship. And that, for Kenyans, this is what we should. As simple as that. Instead of trying to look good while you're not good. Imagine a finance bill is being discussed, something that is very, very important on matters because this talks about the economy and how things should be run. Talk about economic policy. So if you're not around when such matters are being discussed, what is your business in parliament? Then you can as well as not vie so that you can have time to do other business. When you are not an MP, nobody will follow you. Whether you are inside or outside of this country, nobody will bother following you. These MPs are jokers. Imagine out of the 349, 187 were absent. This is a huge number. This shows us that we don't need these people. If 122 people can vote and the bill sailed through, then perhaps it is time we have to discuss about these things of reducing the numbers of our members of our parliament. We're being overrepresented for nothing. We're being overtaxed for nothing. So why should these continue? If 122 can vote, yes, we can as well reduce the number. Doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. These MPs are jokers. I think the current National Assembly will be the one for the books. I think we shall forever remember these people. These are the people who shamelessly betray the people and the people who voted for them. They have been there to do businesses and to just cut deals and to just make money. In fact, they have intentions. Have been about to make money. It has been about the executive and them. We want these to go through. We want these not to. That has been the case. So to the 40 MPs who voted no to the Finance Bill 2026, we want to appreciate you and to appreciate your effort. Well, the number is not small, but we want to thank you for at least standing with the people of this country. To the 122 who voted for yes, Kenyans shall meet you 13 months later. Kenyans will decide your fate. To those who are absent, you and those who voted no are the same. It's just that you are so embarrassed to vote it, to give it a no. But that was the intentions. That were your intentions. So you are just the same. You betrayed the people who voted for you. Kenyans are watching. Kenyans are observing. It is just 13 months to the general elections. You will meet Kenyans there. I know this time round, you will be shocked. Some of you will be getting 20 votes. It looks like a joke, but it is going to happen. It is going to happen. It shall happen. We didn't elect you to protect and safeguard the interest of the executive. Kenyans elected you so that you can represent them. You can represent their voices and their concerns. But are you doing so? No. Tutakutana 13 months later. So allow me to end this video here for today. Thanks for watching. This is Sophia Live.